consecutive wins for our Jays and back-to-back series wins over the Red Sox at Fenway and now in Houston over the Astros as the Jays hang on yet again to a one-run win, a 3-2 victory this afternoon over the Houston Astros. And with the win, the Jays are now 10-5 on the year. We talked about it yesterday without Teoscar Hernandez in the lineup, without some of your guys healthy, but George Springer was back in the lineup today. You need your pitching and defense is what's going to carry you a long way, right? And we'll say it day in, day out. Pitching and defense wins championships, it wins games, period. And it did yet again today for the Toronto Blue Jays. Alek Manoah got the ball for the Jays. And look, when he's on the mound, you expect greatness. And I don't think that's even a hot take to even say. Because we're so used to seeing Alek Manoah go out there and just shove. I mean, he did again today. A two-run bomb to Bregman, but we'll talk about that in a second. Other than that, he was phenomenal. But before we even get to Alek Manoah's outing, top half of the first, leadoff guy, George Springer at the dish, facing his former team for the first time since being a Houston Astro for all those years. And he takes Urquidy deep to right center, and it's gone! 5 pitches into the ball game, the leadoff solo bomb for George Springer. I mean, what a fitting moment for George and the Toronto Blue Jays, and the boys are out in front 1-0 because George Springer, always one of the best leadoff hitters in all of baseball, and the Jays are up 1-0 after 1 inning of play. We go to the bottom half of the first inning, and Alex Bregman hits a ball, and it's gone to left field. A 2-run bomb. Bregman obviously hits the home run, and Brantley comes in to score. It's 2-1 Astros lead. The thing about that home run, that will only be a home run in one ballpark in the entire big leagues. And it's the one we were at today. Anywhere else, that's in the ballpark and probably an out. But instead, it's a 2-run bomb, and it gives the Astros a 2-1 lead. Manoah obviously ain't pleased. So then after that, he's like, all right, Yordan Alvarez, you want to see this slider? Oh, my God. Guys, Joe, go check out the Jays Twitter page and check out that tweet. They posted about Manoah's slider. Check out that video. Oh, my, that was nasty. The amount of movement on that pitch. The thing was on the outside corner, and it drifted almost to hit the batter. Yordan Alvarez, and he swung right through it to strike out. And I'm like, that's just not fair. Like, that's just not right. When you pump 96 and 95, and then you have that type of off speed, it's just filthy. Just incredible job for Manoah, even after the 2-run shot, settling down and just cruising for the other 5 innings that he pitched. And with it being a 2-1 ball game, the Jays need to find some more offense. In the top half of the 6th, you have runners on the corners, less than 2 out. And Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hits a ball. It's a little bloop snot shot. The question is it going to drop in? Are they going to make the play? Obviously, two guys running back. They collide. They make the catch. But Bo Bichette obviously has a wherewithal to get back to third base, tag up, and come in to score. I believe everyone was okay in the play. And the Jays have tied the game at 2. Hey, it's the small ball stuff, right? You get the long shot from George Springer, and you get a slack fly from Gurriel. Bo scores, and we're tied at 2 in the top half of the 6th inning. And you go to that bottom half of the 6th, where Manoah's like, hey, my boys just tied the game up for me. You know what I'm going to do? Throw up a 0 and put the Jays right back on their offense. And Santiago Espinal comes up against Blake Taylor, I think his name is. I think it was Blake Taylor. And he gets an 83-mile-an-hour slider down and in, which, if you're not looking for it, you more or less are going to swing over top of it. But if you watch Espinal's approach, he stays on this ball and waits back, and gets down to the ball and just belts it to left field. Kind of reaches for it as well, but he got barreled the ball, and it goes to left field, and it's gone. And the Jays have the lead. It's 3-2. Back-to-back nights where they've come back from a deficit in, 5th inning or later, whatever the stat would be. And they've now taken the lead, 3-2 in the top of the 7th. However, still lots of ball to play. Bottom 7, bottom 8, possibly bottom 9 to get through and keep things scoreless. Well, the Jays bullpen, it was funny. Coming into the season, everyone's like, that's probably going to be the Achilles heel. It's been phenomenal this year. I mean, it's early. I get it. You're only 15 games into the season, but it's been really good. And there's so many guys who can make an impact. You didn't have Tim Mesa today. You didn't have Jordan Romano today. You know, and you got David Phelps going out there doing his thing. Borucki, great to see him back, and I got to talk about him shortly. Jimmy Garcia is a machine, and Adam Simber got some help from Vladdy, but got the job done and picks up the save. It's just a collective effort. It's a cohesive unit, and so many different looks down there in the bullpen. It's really, really nice to see, and it's a lot of different things, pitching-wise, defense. I mean, it's just beautiful to witness, right? It really, really is. And they close up the ball game and they win 3-2. The Jays are now 10-5 on the year. And I'll say it again, 4-0 with the jersey on. I'm continuing to rock this thing until you guys tell me otherwise. But it's going right now, and I'm pumped. Now, let's get into details about the stats. All right, so Jays offense, not really anywhere to be found. I mean, other than a couple solo bombs and the sack fly. Vladdy was 2 for 4 in the game. Great for him. 8 hits total for the Jays. Only struck out 4 times, putting a lot of bat to ball, which is very crucial. I'll say it all the time. When you strike out a ton, it's a recipe for disaster, and they only K'd 4 times today. So a good job from the Jays offense. Just putting the ball in play, right? Making Houston make the plays. And pitching-wise, because this is what we want to talk about right now. I mean, this is really what we want to discuss. Alek Manoah, after giving him that 2-run bomb, went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 2 runs, struck out 5, and walked nobody. Not a single guy got on with the free pass. He was electric, as usual. I mean, I think we're starting to get used to Alek Manoah going out there against any opponent and shut. I mean, he was unbelievable against the Red Sox. Was it the Red Sox? I want to say it was the Red Sox. I believe it was game 2 of the series. No, what the hell? What? Game 1? No, they lost game 1. Kikuchi pitched that day. Did he pitch game 2? Either way, he faced the Yankees this year. He faced Oakland. Actually, this might only be his 3rd start. Yeah, I think it was Oakland, and then it was here. But either way, he's faced some good teams, and he's just gone out there and done an incredible job just stifling any sort of offense. It's beautiful to witness. Now, David Phelps, I think, is such an underrated piece to this bullpen. He's a guy that's been around the Jays organization for a while now. He was traded from the Blue Jays back in, what year is that? 18? 19? 17? In one of those 3 years, David Phelps was a Blue Jay, had a great first half, traded the deadline for younger players, as they were doing back then. And then they bring him back, and the guy for 2 years has not been able to stay healthy. Right? And this year, fingers crossed, obviously, seeing him healthy to start the season and really going out there and just pitching well. He's a veteran guy who doesn't shy away from the moment. Yeah, was he facing the bottom 3 guys in the order in his inning of work? Yeah, he was. I think he was facing 8, 9, 1. But he gets 8, he gets 9, he walks the number 1 hitter, which is fine, because with Tim Mesa down, Ryan Borucki's now off the IL. And the first pitch I see from Ryan Borucki to Michael Brantley, of all people. Actually, no, he must have got 9-1. No. Yeah, 8-9, then 1 got on base. Right, because Michael Brantley was batting second. And the first pitch I see from Borucki is a 2-seam with some nice inside movement at 97. And I'm like, whoa. Oh, okay. I mean, if he's going to do stuff like that from the left side, I am not going to complain. Oh, Mitch Marner scored, leaves him up 1-0. I mean, it is against Florida. We'll see what happens there. But 97 from Ryan Borucki. I'm like, that's kind of unbelievable. Let's see how the rest of this at-bat goes. He does another one at 97, and it's a little ground out to end the inning. And I'm like, oh, that was nasty. Question is, for Ryan Borucki, 2 things. 1, can he stay healthy? Number 2, can he consistently throw strikes? Those are the 2 things for him. He's always had the stuff, and we heard when he came into the game that always figured something out. His hands are not going behind him anymore, this and this. So we'll see. But I saw 1 batter today, and I was impressed. And it's Michael Brantley of all lefties. So I was really impressed with that one out from Ryan Borucki. And then Jimmy Garcia, who has been an incredible arm to this bullpen. He goes out there and faces Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, and Yuli Gurriel. And they go 1, 2, 3 in the 8th inning. And I'm like, this guy he's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. You know, the question then, though, once he got out of the 8th inning is, okay, well, who's going 9? No Romano, no Mesa. Do you go Richards or do you go Adam Simber? They choose to go with Adam Simber. He gives up a leadoff single to Kyle Tucker, and I'm sitting here like, oh, God. Not again, another day with a leadoff base runner. This is not pretty. gets the next guy, and Aledmys Diaz comes up. Literally exactly what happens yesterday. This time Aledmys Diaz, though, hits a seed. But it's right at Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he grabs it out of the air. Kyle Tucker's frozen out there between first and second. Vladdy taps on the bag. Ball game, Blue Jays winning. Oh, what a finish. What a job from the Jays pitching staff today. They were absolutely outstanding. And yet another win for the Toronto Blue Jays. And they win the series. They won in Fenway 2 out of 3. And they've won in Houston 2 out of 3 at the very, very least. So a great job all around by the Jays. Now, the finale of the series, though, is the Jays look for the you-know-what. Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball for the Blue Jays versus Luis Garcia. So Luis Garcia has been very good so far this year. Yusei Kikuchi wasn't great in his first outing, but was really good in that second outing against the Red Sox. So we'll see what happens there tomorrow afternoon. It's a 2:10 first pitch as the Jays look to end off this 6-game road trip on a really good note. If they win that game, they went 6-2. No. If they win that, wouldn't they go 5-1? There you go. The very worst, you've gone 5-2. No? Yes? Yes? No? Yeah, 5-2. I mean, you guys know my math is terrible. I'm going to leave you guys with that terrible math, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this afternoon. Smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like? What'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And check out the Blue Jays Center Instagram page. They did a post-game show today talking about this very game, so if you want more content about that, go check it out on Blue Jays Center. And I will talk to you guys. No, Twitter link for me, Instagram, all that nonsense is down below. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition Monday night as they look to stay alive in force game 6, right? I mean, if they don't, they don't. It is what it is, right? But they won today. We're all happy about it. And they look to go after game 5 with the same mentality they did today and maybe come away with a victory and start putting Philly on their heels a little bit. We'll have to see how that plays out, though, on Monday at 7:30. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're in action right now against the Florida Panthers down in Sunrise, Florida. They took a 1-0 lead, but I'll talk to you guys post-game then. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, they play the finale tomorrow afternoon against the Houston Astros down in Houston. Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball for the Jays. Luis Garcia gets the ball for the Astros. 2:10 first pitch there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game this afternoon. We'll talk to you guys then.